According to the Malaysian National Archives, Kelana Jaya was originally known as the Seaport Estate in the early 20th century. However, the area was renamed Kelana Jaya in 1938. The background of Kelana Jaya began when the development by Kelana Jaya, which has developed a lot in recent times as a result of two infrastructure developments, has significantly changed the landscape of Kelana Jaya, namely the Light Rail Transit or LRT and the Damansara Puchong Expressway LDP that crosses it. However, the name of Kelana Jaya has been tarnished and become the talk of the Malaysian community, in particular, as well as a hot topic in the press when there are cases of accidents involve light train transit LRT near KLCC station. According to the Astro Awani portal, the LRT service involving trains number 40 and 81 was involved in an incident at about 9 p.m. The case was exacerbated when the president of Prasarana Malaysia Berhad, Datuk Seri Tajuddin Abdul Rahman, who was then attending a press conference and being the spokesperson to respond to the incident at RT, acted rudely, unprofessionally, and embarrassed all Malaysians in the eyes of foreign countries.
Hi, I'm Ying. I wanted to share with you some issues and crises from Kelana Jaya LRT under Prasarana Malaysia Berhad. First, compensation claim issues. After Prasarana announced a compensation of 1,000 ringgit, many netizens was not satisfied with the payment and they started to post and commented with improper sentence and words. In that, we know they are very angry and disappointed. Next is technical issues. The Minister of Transportation, Wee Ka Siong, said there was some technical issues and communication failures that is made the one of the factors that cause collisions. So, a netizen who was arguing on Twitter is worried about her workers, and she said that there was not just some technical issues. After that is citizen journalism. This is because passengers was taking the photo and posted or share image with the original footage from the trains are managing the crisis. Netizens will always spread the matter in a serious form on social media that may cause embarrassing our country and government.
Now I will present the next crisis happened during the Kelana Jaya train accidents, which is bad crisis management. The chairperson of Prasarana, the government-owned company that operates public transport, found himself in an embarrassing communications crisis. During a press conference the day after the incidents, he broke many basic rules when communicating during a crisis. Firstly, he was failing to rush to the sites on the night of the incidents. From a crisis communication perspective, when you are the CEO or chairman of a company, and a disaster is unfolding, you have to hightail it to the place where it happened. It is because the public wants to see them to be in control of the situations. Publics want to see them with the injured. People also want them to be there if there's any urgent decisions that need to be made on site. Even if you heard the news at the midnight, you have to make sure to make your way to the sites. That is the fundamentals in managing a crisis. Not only does the chairperson of Prasarana have no idea what crisis management is, but he also does not appear to be concerned about being told immediately if an accident occurs in the organizations he managed. This reflects on how poorly the management handles a crisis. Next, the second issue is lack of empathy. The next day press conference makes the public express their disappointment on how the chairpersons handled the situation with inappropriate manners of public speaking and show no sense of empathy. From the very start, he presents a poor typical reflections of the quality of communications crisis as a chairperson. Clearly, he had not been briefed and was not completely unprepared to confront the reporters. He couldn't even provide basic information regarding the accidents, such as the number of passengers on board, the numbers of people injured, and the number of people hospitalized. His overall demeanor was unfit for a company chairperson, as it was insulting and incompetent. In addition, he also still can display a good mood despite the fact that he is expected to demonstrate empathy and concern for those who have been hurt during the accidents. It reflects poorly on how his competence toward the role he held, and at the same time people start to doubt his qualifications as a chairperson and leadership skills.
The collision of Kelana Jaya LRT had definitely impacted the organization. Among the impacts that was identified is first, the organization had to pause its operation temporarily so that investigation could take place. Besides that, for recovery and repair process. The second is the organization was displayed as lack of empathy due to the chairman of Prasarana Malaysia, Encik Tajuddin Abdul Rahman, being quite less sensitive and lack of empathy towards the victims, and also being slightly rude to the reporters that attend the press conference. And third is people started to lose their trust on this organization. As we could see in social media, people start questioning, is this train still safe? And among the suggestions and recommendations that was provided is first, this organization should choose a right leader, a leader with integrity and empathy, of course, so that he could handle such situations in a much more better and excellent way. Second is a continuous improvement should be done to attain organizational effectiveness and to remain competitive. And the last suggestion is a faster action and a better decision should be taken by this organization, because as we could see, the chairman of Prasarana Malaysia had to know about this incident quite late, and before this organization could take any actions, netizens have taken their actions in social media. Therefore, that are the impacts and suggestions that was provided. Thank you.
In conclusion, those from Kelana Jaya need to be more responsible when facing any issues or serious issues like this, so that it's not looked down upon by the community. On behalf of the individual or the spokesperson's representative, it is obligatory for anyone to be prepared from all aspects so that there is no trivial problem, not to talk like they like, or talk about things that should not be. That's all from us. Thank you.